Hey, how's it going? I like to start this video by saying, parents, I finally understand what you are saying to me. 19 years of my life, I finally get what you're trying to say or trying to prove to me. Children are evil. We are evil. Okay, I'm gonna get into more detail now. I remember when I was a kid, my father always gave me, or my mother, especially my mother, always gave me that talk. So, when I was a kid, I never, I never talked back to my parents. If I said no to my mom, that was considered a curse word. We had to go to bed after a certain time. We had to do chores, and I look at her. I'm like, okay, you're their child, not their slave. You're like, and then I felt like kind of weird. Like, why would a person want to stoop so low to serve someone for nothing? Well, except for them paying for your bills and feeding you. But I never saw it till recently. Well, actually, by today, I actually realized that how lucky I am, how lucky I wasn't spoiled. For like my job, I work at a cruise line, a cruise terminal, to be more precise. And I check in families, to go on ships. I book them rooms and stuff. And normally there's a lot of kids. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of nice kids that go on ship. They're really mannerly. They always say please and thank you, or just don't bother me at all. Well, there are also these few that actually don't like listening to anything their parents say to them, and they do their own shit. Like for example, I was checking this one family today, and this kid, I was checking his passport. His kid's like at least like 8 or 9. First thing he did when he walked up to the counter in front of his parents, he climbed it and started playing with my computer. And you know what bothered me? Not the fact that he did that, but the parents are watching and they didn't say anything. So what I had to do before he fell down and he would have had a lawsuit against my company, I had to tell him, "Excuse me, can you please come down? And no, you don't want to fall down and hurt yourself." And then the parents started to look at me like they didn't say, it, but they were looking at me saying like they were thinking like, "Why are you talking to my kid?" That facial expression, you know what I'm talking about? Okay. And I just kind of like in my mind, I'm like, why are you getting so testy for telling me your kid not to hurt himself? You know, like you see what I'm trying to get? It's not even like our children, it's our parents. I blame our parents for being so naive. And don't get me wrong. Let me first say that I understand being a parent is the hardest thing, and I give props to all the parents out there that support their children and not have them on the street starving. Props to you, parents. Okay, getting back to my rant. Yeah, parents could be stupid. Uh, I am now understand what my parents try to say, that when they were young they were more disciplined, and I had it pretty good. But now I'm seeing these kids of today. Now there's these kids. Now there's children like even like not even teens that get in phones, start texting. Like who the hell you have to text at the age of 12? Like I'm sorry. Like I can't even fathom like why would a kid at such a young age get a phone to text? Like who would they be texting? Like they'd be texting about nonsense. Because when I was a kid, the only thing I had to talk about was freaking cartoon animes or video games. Like is that worth charging your parents $60 a month just to text stupid shit like that? Pardon my language, by the way. And yeah, that's all I want to cover up. So if you're watching and you want to voice your own opinion or want to comment or talk to me, tell me what you think about our generation, our younger generation, please do so. Okay, thank you for watching.